Hello, this is Kelly from BLOC Party.
BLOC Party provází pověst skvělé koncertní kapely, takže není divu, že všichni byli natěšeni na jejich první vystoupení v České republice. Kromě kritiky ceněného debutu Silent Alarm mají na kontě další 2 desky. Na playlist koncertu se dostaly písničky ze všech 3 alb a podle ohlasů návštěvníků Syna Rock for People BLOC Party získali spoustu nových fanoušků.
At the shows, you're really talkative and you talk to the audience. So does it depend what mood you are in?
Well, yeah, I think the performance is, you can't really make rules for how you perform. It's an energy that you feel once you're on the stage, and and sometimes you feel a lot with the audience. Sometimes you don't feel that much at all. So until you get on stage, you don't really know. But we definitely like to include the audience in the show.
You released your 3rd album, Intimacy, about a year ago, and you did it through web chat. You announced that within 4 days it will be on the internet. Did you plan it ahead, for a year, or was it within last month?
I think we pretty much knew when we were recording it that we were going to try and release it as fast as possible, because we didn't want to have to sit on it again for 6 months, which is what we did with our last 2 records, and it kind of takes the fun out of it a little bit for you.
And is there some more surprises for fans?
Yeah, there were a lot more surprises, but I can't say what they are because they wouldn't be a surprise.
Intimacy is really a personal album. It seems like it's the most personal album of yours. Tell me, how do you feel on the stage when you sing in the songs? Does it bring back the memories, or?
No, not really. All the songs have aspects of, personal stuff in them for me. We've been performing live for about 5 years. I just, to be honest, have been able to divorce myself from the act of performing. When you go out on stage, essentially it's just like, it's a performance, it's like theatre or something. You're not necessarily inhabiting the moment you were when you wrote the songs. It's about making sure everyone is having a good show.
On the other side, you are known that in interviews you don't like to talk about personal stuff, so how come, you wrote album?
I don't know, this is my way of talking about what I want to talk about, really. I'm doing this for me, not for anyone else. Now is not that time for liberal fool. So I got hunting quitting. I got hunting quitting. It's a going to war. 19, optimistic as a teen.
In one interview you said that you would like to study again because you didn't finish your degree before you studied literature. Do you think it's possible that you will have time for it?
Yeah, I think it's totally possible and totally will happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I remember when I was studying it, there were lots of older people that on the course. So I wouldn't feel uncomfortable about going back to study. I think I'd quite like to.
When you were younger, when you were a kid, you wanted to be a teacher. Do you still want to be there, or do you think it's a cool job to work as a teacher?
I think it's a definitely cool job. I think it's one of the coolest jobs. What's more cool than inspiring young people to be good people? There's nothing cooler than that at all. It's funny actually. I had a dream yesterday where a friend of mine told me that he thought I should become a teacher. That's really weird that you bring this up, because I had a dream 2 days ago, and I never remember my dreams ever, but I remember that. So I think that's becoming even more likely. I don't know.
Now you released new single, One More Chance. So tell me, is it like the first single of perhaps 4th album, or?
No, it's definitely not the first single from the 4th record. It's just something that we did to try and finish off the year.
How does it look with your 4th album? Do you think it will be within a year or something?
I've got no idea about the 4th album. I've got really no idea about it. I think we're gonna take a break and then we're gonna see.
What do you pack when you go on tour?
My laptop, which has become a bit of a very important accessory. I pack quite a lot of underpants, but they never ever seem to be enough. I always end up having to wear the same ones, which is very bad for you. because I don't really like doing laundry. In fact, that reminds me, I need to ask our tour manager if he can put underwear on our rider, because I'm fed up. I'm fed up of like wearing used underwear. And what was the other thing that I take a lot? Books, I guess. Books. Yeah, I like to read.
You mentioned rider, so what is the weirdest thing in your rider?
There was a period after the second record came out where we insisted that we have puppies, like Labrador puppies, and we did it for the first, I think 3 or 4 shows, but then like it got a bit messy because they kept like pooing everywhere on the floor, and it was quite expensive as well.
People gave you puppies in the backstage?
Yeah, they did, yeah. But you know, luckily, you know, because we all really like animals, and you know, and who doesn't like puppies, you know?
For puppies in the backstage with the noise.
Yeah, well, yeah, well. well, it was only 4 shows, and then it was too much of a hassle, so we had to stop. So.
I wanted to ask about your DVD, God Bless the BLOC Party, which was released in the States, but it's really hard to get, and you didn't really promote it. Why is that?
I don't know. I didn't really like it. I think we looked really bored and uninterested in it. So I think we just used it in the States, and then it kind of became, and then I guess super fans could see it. But I don't think any of us were particularly happy with it. It seemed like a bit of a lame documentary, to be honest.
Are you thinking about releasing, proper DVD?
No, I don't think people want to know what's. I don't think people want to know what we're like behind stage, behind the camera. I think they probably wouldn't like us much anymore if they really knew the truth.